Hello. So today I'm going to be going over my silly little level in Unreal Engine. It's not super complete or anything, but I thought it was good enough that I could show it off as my completed level. So yeah, I'm just going to go straight into it. So if I hit this, and I think if I hit F11, yep, it'll go full screen. Cool. So I just made this little simple menu. The About button does nothing right now, but if you hit play or exit actually works, so that's cool. The play button also works, and the way I did this is I made an empty level that the game starts out in, and then it shows the menu elements, and then once you hit play, it loads up the next level, or the actual level. Here we are. So the clouds are a bit weird. I never got that quite fixed, but here is my level. So as you can see, it's a bit silly. It's basically a maze. There's a lot of lighting stuff going on from the lighting demo, but here I just had a simple spotlight to show off some light stuff, and I actually have ray tracing enabled on this demo, so you can kind of see how the light bounces off, and it's really cool. Although it's weird, if you go into the shadow, it like darkens, and then like if you look at it at a certain angle, like it'll be dark, and then it lightens and it darks. I don't know what's up with that, but yeah. And here's some purple light from all the way over there. So that's my that's the weenie for the level. My little interactive element was this. It's a little elevator that basically lets you cheat if you see it, and then sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it should go back down, although it does not want to be cooperating right now, I guess. But yeah, as you can see, the lighting reacts to it as well, which I thought was nice. But we'll go through it the normal way because that is not cooperating. I swear it works sometimes, but yeah. Here we are, going through the maze. This is kind of a huge maze. I used this maze generator, and then, what is it? I forgot what it's called, but the thing that lets you raise blocks from like the ground and made these walls. So they're actually all like kind of one object, which is so fun to like try and edit. It really isn't. But yeah, I left the solution in for debugging, but never took it out. I probably should have done that, but that's a problem for future me. Oh yeah, and here's another cool thing that shows off ray tracing. If I move this little thing, it changes the reflection on the ground. That's not anything I did, but I thought it's cool. Oh yeah, and I don't know, if you've seen my other things, I've gotten this level to run on the Steam Deck because it technically supports ray tracing, which is kind of cool. And it ran okay, but I have not, I'm running on my laptop for this demo. Yeah, here's the starter gun. I left this in from the first-person shooter. Oh yeah, I should mention, I'm sorry it's not a third-person shooter, I don't really like them. Or not third-person shooter, but just a third-person, like, perspective. I don't super like them. And I thought this was, like, more fun. Also, sorry if that, like, broke your eardrums, but I thought this was more fun and cooler. So I went with this, and I love first-person platformers, and I love first-person games. It's just, I don't know, it does things with my brain. But yeah. As we approach the torus, or donut, as most people would call it, I have this interesting, what is it? This, like, interesting marble floor. It looks really low resolution, though, because this texture's stretched out really far. I wish I could have fixed that, but yeah. It's very reflective to the point where you can see the balls, like, kind of just... I think that's really cool. And then also, I can show off a bit of the reflection on here. The ray tracing is really cool. Look at that. That's like... I don't know, that does things for my brain. That's just really cool. But yeah, so of course I made a way that you can climb the torus, because if I'm gonna have this giant thing, why won't I be able to? So you have to go over here, you have to walk the freaking plank, and you can go up this very steep and very fast staircase. It kind of hurts my eyes looking at it, so I'm gonna look up here. Yeah, so I made my little interactive element right here. This is just a little platform that gets you from here to here. It used to be just a walkway, but now it's more complicated for the sake of science. And you can see a little more ray tracing there. That just blows my mind. Yeah. It's a nice little view from here, honestly. Oh my god. Okay, so that's my second platform. I did a normal one to prove that I could, and then I made this really janky one that's honestly kind of fun. But I think one of my favorite party tricks... Oh, I should probably... Before I do that... yeah, there's light. There's a blue and purple, or I guess magenta light on the inside of this thing that I thought would be really cool if I made it bright and then reflect off of the donut to like the rest of the level. It used to be really interesting because there was no skylight. Excuse me. There was no skylight for a bit while I was doing the lighting version of the test, and what ended up happening was that, man, it's really hard to light a level, and like I don't know what it is about Unreal Engine. I didn't find out yet, but like the shadows are really not cut and dry, but like very harsh if you don't use a correct light source. And I think I managed to fix that. As you can see, the shadows down there are kind of like, they're there for sure, but they're still like bright and they still reflect other things. So yeah, but I think my favorite party trick from this level is, if I can time this correctly, you can use the momentum from this and launch yourself. And I will say goodbye to the world as I die. And that is my demo showcase. It could be a lot better, but there's a lot of room to improve. So I think this was a really fun class, and I enjoyed it. And I hope you all liked looking at my game level, even though it's a little late, cutting it a little close. I was super busy, and I finally got this done, and I'm very happy with my work. But yeah, it's been a really cool experience. But, all right, I think that's it. Thank you.